What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weekly Weird News.
Spooky.
Ooh, it's Halloween. Almost. It's October.
Almost. No, there's no Halloween stories here. Actually, no, there is one. Anyway, guys, the news gods have bestowed a great gift upon us this week. A story that combines two of our favorite topics.
Yes.
The state of Florida and politicians being complete nut jobs.
Oh, good.
Meet Augustus Saul Invictus, not his real name.
Of course.
A Florida attorney currently running for the U.S. Senate as a libertarian.
Like most members of the Libertarian Party, Mr. Invictus isn't happy with the current status quo in this country. And as a third-party candidate, some of his ideas might sound a bit odd to the average voter.
Sure. But what makes Augustus Saul Invictus really unique is the fact that 2 years ago he walked from Florida all the way to the Mojave Desert on foot and then celebrated the journey by sacrificing and drinking the blood of a goat as part of a pagan ritual.
He was just so parched, Elliot.
Yeah.
This isn't just some typical political mudslinging slander from an opponent or anything. Invictus readily admitted to various news outlets that he did, in fact, sacrifice a goat to the god of the wilderness and drink its blood.
Of course. Quote, I did sacrifice a goat. I know that's probably a quibble in the mind of most Americans. I sacrifice an animal to the god of the wilderness. Yes, I drank the goat's blood.
That's like David Cameron saying, I took a pig's head, I put it in my friend's lap,
I put my penis.
and I put my penis inside of it. Simple as that.
It happened.
That might sound crazy to some of you, but it happened.
That's just how politics works. You don't
Yeah.
like seeing behind the curtain.
So, how does the Florida Libertarian Party feel about their only member running for office being a dude who admits to pagan ritual animal sacrifices? Not great, it turns out. In a lengthy post to Facebook, Florida Libertarian Party Chairman Adrian Wiley announced that he was resigning from his position and also laid out a laundry list of reasons why.
He wrote that Invictus has repeatedly vowed to start a second American Civil War, that he has described himself as a fascist, that he supports eugenics, that he has loads of neo-Nazi supporters, and that he was actually kicked out of a Satanist cult for that little goat sacrifice that he did.
Well, that's a little too extreme for us.
Too satanic.
Sorry.
For the satanic cult.
Yeah, Mr. Invictus. That guy, this man is the craziest person in the country.
He's Florida man.
Barely nudging out Donald Trump for crazy candidates running in this election season. He also said no other party executives were willing to speak out against Invictus running as a libertarian, despite looking real bad for the party, and that's why he's resigning. And now it's turned out that he was right about all the bad press it would generate for the party, because the entire Libertarian Party of Seminole County has decided to just disband over the whole thing.
Guys, it's over.
It's over. It's over.
So yeah, but he's still running. It's the kind of thing, I mean, even he claims Libertarian Party affiliation. They can't do anything about that.
Yeah, you can
run
say
as whatever party you want.
Doesn't matter.
So,
I thought libertarians were just the guys that didn't want to be taxed and smoke pot all day.
yeah, they usually are.
This guy just wants to drink.
This guy wants a little
blood.
extra freedom.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you think killing goats to drink their blood as part of a pagan ritual sacrifice is weird, I'll do you one better. Here's a lady who blinded herself with drain cleaner on purpose to fulfill her lifelong wish of being blind.
Was this a sexual fetish?
No.
All right, now why would she do this really? Well, it's because she has a very fake sounding disorder called body integrity identity disorder, which is described as a condition in which able-bodied people believe that they are meant to be disabled.
I'm sure disabled people just love this. She told Barcroft TV, by the time I was 6, I remember that thinking about being blind made me feel comfortable. I was told by my mother if I looked into the sun, I'd go blind. So I stared into the sun for hours on end. Which didn't work, so I guess that myth's busted.
Oh,
Look at the sun all you want, kids.
It was like the intro to that movie Pi.
I don't know.
That's what happens. Anyways, later on she gradually started wearing big dark glasses and walking with a cane, and she learned Braille. She describes all these decisions as blind simming, which is pretending to be blind. Finally, she decided that she wanted to take the plunge and actually blind herself.
When she visited a psychologist to talk about that psychologist, for whatever reason, didn't treat her plans as the thoughts of a crazy person, and instead decided to actually help her blind herself by using an eyedropper to drop drain cleaner into her eyes, which she described as quite painful.
Ma'am, hold still! You're being very difficult as I blind you. That guy should have his doctorate revoked,
Well,
right?
he's not a doctor, he's a psychologist, not a psychiatrist, but still,
okay.
There's some ethical shit that's not right there.
Yeah, well, she's blind, so mission accomplished, I guess.
Yeah, and apparently her whole family found out and they disowned her, and she's like, you know, it's fine.
I don't want to see them anymore anyway.
See you later, family.
Oh no, we're terrible. We shouldn't make fun of a person that wants to identify as blind, Elliot. or we should.
Anyway, it's been a while since we talked about poop on this show.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, so let's move on to some poop news.
Woo-hoo!
Starting with this MMA fight over in West Virginia, where one of the fighters took such a beating that he shat himself.
After tapping out, he finally gets up, and that's when his turds fall all over the mat, with the added embarrassment of the guy who shit accidentally stepping in it and then tracking it all over the mat.
Ugh.
This moment where the ref realizes what's happening is just perfect.
I signed up to watch two dudes beat the living shit out of each other in front of an audience, not deal with turds. Some are claiming that the fighter had been at a chili cook-off event.
But he did beat the shit out of him.
He literally beat the shit out of him.
That's exactly what the ref wanted.
Yeah.
I don't see the issue.
Yeah, it's true. So anyway, yeah, he was at a chili event, ate a bunch of chili, which would not only explain how this could happen, but also gives a pretty good idea of how it probably smelled.
You know those MMA mats too, like by the end of a bunch of rounds, there's
blood
everywhere.
and sweat.
Now there's shit.
Yeah.
But I guess dried blood and shit, they do look similar. They just turn into brown.
Yeah, whatever. Call me when the first MMA fighter ejaculates during a fight.
Oh yeah, that'll be great.
News.
Yeah. But speaking of brown shit, or shit that isn't brown, in other poop news, Burger King inexplicably decided to celebrate Halloween by releasing a limited time Whopper with a black bun. And while dark colored bread isn't really all that spooky, what comes out of your butthole later will terrify you.
Because instead of normal brown poo, or hell, even black poo, people have been reporting cartoonishly bright green turds after eating this thing.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure has led to many modern horror-style jump scares first thing in the morning, especially if you're too hungover to remember eating Burger King the previous night after a few rounds at the bar.
And this is proven by multiple social media posts. This isn't just one guy
it's
who's
been
pooped
triple
green.
confirmed.
Yes, this is quadruple confirmed. The reason for this is that the dye Burger King is using to make the buns black. There aren't a whole lot of truly black dye options out there aside from squid ink. That's probably really expensive. So the dye in these buns is a combination of a bunch of different colored food dyes, including blue number 1, which is notorious for not absorbing well in the digestive system and then coming out bright green.
So, hey, have you ever wondered what one of your turds would look like if it were an ectoplasmic ghost like Slimer from Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Head on down to Burger King while supplies last.
And then just get some googly eyes and just put it on there and you're good to
Mr.
go.
Hanky.
Yeah, that's green Mr. Hanky.
Oh.
Aww. I guarantee you that a bunch of these people were like, oh shit, WebMD, green poop.
Yeah.
I'm dying of cancer.
It's like the first time you have like beets, or beet juice.
Oh yeah.
Just blood red.
Yeah.
Looks like red velvet cake.
WebMD, why is my poop red? You have cancer. You're going to die.
Cancer, you're dead.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, it's time for headlines.
Yeah, these are the weirdest real headlines that real news outlets published this week. Starting with, woman thanks Alaska bear for not eating kayak. Bear promptly eats kayak.
This is so great.
This woman's annoying and like doesn't seem, based on the video footage, does not seem like someone who should be doing anything in the wild.
Yeah. It's like the opposite of that book, The Secret, where you ask the universe for something and it gives it to you.
Yeah.
The universe was like, fuck this lady.
And she keeps shouting like, bear, why are you doing this? It's like, he's a fucking bear.
He doesn't
You're
even
in
know what
his
you're
backyard.
saying. Yeah.
And
Get out of there.
She sprays him with bear spray and then he does it. It's like, spray him with more bear spray. You have the upper hand.
Is bear spray like hairspray?
No, it's like pepper spray with bears.
Okay.
And it's very
that's the stuff that Dog the Bounty Hunter uses on criminals.
Yeah.
Go with the Lord.
Take a cigarette.
Next up, supposed Edward Snowden supporter spends entire TV segment discussing Edward Scissorhands. This was the greatest live news troll.
It's next level troll.
Yeah.
Because he at first it seems like he's talking
very
about
subtle.
Edward Snowden, and then he's like, what are we supposed to do? Just cast this man away just because he has scissors for hands?
Just because Vincent Price decided to give him scissors for hands. And the other great part is that the woman that's interviewing him never misses a beat on that script.
No.
She's not even listening to one word that this guy says.
Yeah. Does
She just
not know
continues
how
on
to adapt.
with her own talking points. I don't think she cares what he says.
Also, the guy doing the trolling
Yeah.
is this guy on Twitter, Twitter comedian, @fart.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have no idea why they even
Just
contacted me.
yeah.
He's like, I got an email asking if I wanted to appear on headline news, and I was like, yeah, of course. So,
Sure.
good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Living woman loses insurance after city declares her dead. And
What? What?
you know, paperwork is hard. Bureaucracy is hard.
Is there like, was it like the insurance company was like, hey, city, we need to get out a lot of these policies.
I don't know, but it should be something as simple as being like, hey,
I'm alive.
not dead,
Still
but
here.
Apparently it's more complicated.
Unless
than
you had
that.
a common name, you could see the confusion.
Yeah, that's true.
I shouldn't be justifying. Let's move on.
Medical groups note sharp rise in beard transplants.
Is this real?
Yeah, apparently it's like it's a thing people get now. The New York Times interviewed a bunch of people and they're like, I used to show up to work, like one guy, he was like an EMT. He's like, I used to show up to save people's lives, and they'd be like, I don't want this kid carrying me to the ambulance. And he grew a beard, and he's like, now people trust me more.
So, but he grew the beard.
No, he got a beard transplant.
So how do I do this? How much does it cost? Because I cannot grow a
like
beard.
$7,000.
Do you think it's worth it? Do you think?
I don't know.
Someone photoshopped me with Elliot's beard on, but or actually make Elliot clean shaven and put his beard on me.
Yeah.
And then we'll see who has the upper hand.
I mean, there is footage and photos of me without a beard.
Whatever. The thing is, does insurance cover this?
No.
Why not?
This is non-essential.
I've been living without a beard for too long.
I mean, you might be able to make the case.
I'll make
Under
the case.
Obamacare, they'll just give it to you.
Yeah, giving out free beards all willy-nilly. I gotta get on the trend before it goes
My
away.
Obama beard.
I'm gonna get a beard and then one of those man buns, and I'll be in business.
Man buns will make you go bald.
Yeah, that's what I read
They
too.
pull on the hair.
You see can we put the picture up Trump up right now with the man bun? Because that's the greatest thing I
Just
ever saw
great.
this week.
Just great.
Let's move on. New York Jets bring 350 rolls of toilet paper because London's is too thin. This is something that I never noticed or cared about, and they have to be making this up.
I don't know. These NFL guys. Like, have you ever been in like a football locker room? It's disgusting.
No.
It's disgusting.
No, I have not. They're just taking big, hefty shits.
Big football shits.
Are they?
In the shape of footballs.
And the green from the Whoppers that they've been eating.
Oh man.
Oh dude, I gotta get my American toilet paper to wipe this green shit off my ass.
I mean, yeah, I didn't.
But London has bidets. You get the ultimate cleanse.
I ain't putting that thing up my butthole.
I guess no. Yeah, a lot of Americans don't like that. I love it. It's great.
What is that, a gay thing?
It's. Do you when you piss all over your hands at the urinal as you do? Do you just
What?
Do you just dry your hands off? Or do you run some water on top of them?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Your butthole has poop on it.
Bidets.
Put some
yay or
water
nay?
on it.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Okay, just the wipes. I get the kid wipes. So
Those
fresh.
are real bad for plumbing. Even if they say that they're flushable, they're not, and it's a big problem for the plumbing industry.
I
The
rent.
more you know.
I rent. I don't own the house. It's not my problem.
I rent. It's not my pipes.
Yeah, I'll just throw my shit wipes in the trash can next to my. This industry is ruined. Wow. You know what? Plumbers should be happy about this.
More work.
More work.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Just put anything in the toilet.
Doesn't
You're
matter.
helping a plumber.
Yeah.
Priest alleged to have pulled gun on boy because he was a Dallas Cowboys fan.
We need more guns.
Football season in full swing. It wasn't
Yeah.
just any gun though. It was a musket from the Civil War. So like, I think the guy
From
thought,
my cold dead hands.
the guy thought he was joking. Obviously, he doesn't have fucking black powder. Or maybe he does. I don't know.
It was a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yeah, that's true. Where was his gun?
Yeah. Where was the kid's gun?
Yeah.
If the kid had a gun, he could have fought back.
The only way to stop a New York Jets fan with a gun is a Dallas Cowboys
Yeah.
fan with a gun.
Exactly. Man called police because he was, quote, too high after smoking weed.
But the subheading for this article is even better.
Yeah.
A man called police for help complaining he was too high after smoking cannabis and was found in the fetal position surrounded by bags of Doritos and biscuits.
I mean, I've tried to eat myself out of a sticky weed situation before where you're like, if I just keep loading up on food.
That's not how it works.
I know. Obviously, I didn't care, but I could see his mentality.
More Doritos.
Yeah,
More
no, you just
biscuits.
keep stuffing food in you, and then eventually it'll be fine. It's like drinking alcohol and then like drinking a ton of water. I don't think that works either, actually.
Yeah.
Just fucking hold on, man. Just get through it.
Here's another bear story. Driver with bear in his car let off by police, quote, because it was wearing a seatbelt.
Safety first.
Russia. This happened in
Of course
Russia.
it was Russia. If you find a bear and you can get him into your car, that bear is legally yours.
Under the Stalin Bear Act
Yeah.
of 1947,
Yeah.
that is now your bear.
Yes.
And as long as he is under 1 year old and wearing a seatbelt, he is a passenger. There's nothing a cop can do about it.
I agree with that. Japanese live streamer burns his house down, acts like a sim.
That's the best description I found of this, because he really there's no urgency at all.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh man, fire. Better slowly walk to the bathroom.
I better throw some garbage on top of it.
Let me fan the flames of the blood. Like, just no understanding of even the most basic fundamental aspects
He
of
could
how
have
fire
literally
works.
stopped, drop, and roll on top of his own fire that he created and put it out. He puts it on trash, and then he fans it, and then he tosses it to the side on top of probably more trash, goes to the kitchen for a good 2 minutes.
It comes back with just like a tiny,
I think a dish of water.
yeah, a fucking cat dish of water.
There it goes.
Oh, no.
Well, that didn't do it. And then instead of smothering it with a giant blanket, just whips it with it, which is just feeding the fire oxygen. So take this video, watch it,
And just never do
any of
anything.
that.
Yeah.
Don't do
Just
that.
do the opposite of everything
Yes.
this man does. Man drives into ocean in bid to escape police.
That's rock solid thinking. I can't see why that wouldn't work.
If I just drive into the ocean, then I'll drive to the bottom of the ocean and then I'll swim away.
Or just keep driving.
Yeah.
On the floor.
I got enough air in here.
Yeah. Roll the windows up. We're going under. It's more like a Grand Theft Auto type thing. You know you never get away from that, even by playing Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, if you're being chased by the cops, and they're gonna catch you, because they always do.
Yeah, go out with a bang.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, they're gonna take your car away from you anyway. It's gonna go to a police impound and probably get sold for like $9,000.
You're gonna see your favorite car being wheeled down the street by a guy who bought it on a police auction.
If you're gonna get caught, drive your car to the ocean.
Yeah, good.
What other chance are you gonna get to drive a car into the ocean other than in GTA 5?
Sure. Officer in full riot gear kills Black Widow spider. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you suit up?
I would kill all the spiders.
Yeah.
If I had a full-on riot suit. Flamethrower.
Yeah.
Because it was black.
Oh, it was a black
And a
spider.
woman.
Oh,
And a woman.
Cop murders black woman in full riot gear
Yeah.
just for being indoors.
Yeah.
And for our final headline, NFL milestone. Not a single player was arrested in September. 6 years, every single month, an NFL player had been arrested. We finally had one whole 30 days.
I'm very excited to see what happens this month.
Has there been any NFL arrests this month?
I don't know.
It's more like other sports are getting in trouble.
What's his name from the Clippers just drove and fought a coach.
Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes drove 90 miles to fight a coach, Derek Fisher, because Derek Fisher is banging his ex-wife.
Dude, you're in the NBA. You can fuck whoever you want.
I think that's the rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's Weekly Weird News for this week. We hope you enjoyed it. Guess what? We're gonna be at New York Comic-Con after all.
Start spreading the news.
Take that, reality, because guess what? What time is it right now? It is 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, and we just found out about an hour ago, and we leave tomorrow at around noon.
Sure.
So they were like, you want to do this? I guess. All right, go home and pack your shit. So we'll be at New York Comic Con. If you guys are going to be there, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter, and we'll probably try to orchestrate some kind of meetup, and we'll see you guys there.
Meet in the torch of the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, and then we're going to drive it with a Nintendo remote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, check out our other content over here, and we'll see you guys next.